Hey gang, it's Jay, and today we are going to talk about IFAKs, your individual first aid kits. First aid kits come in all different shapes and sizes. A lot of it depends on your uses and your group dynamics and your activity level. Obviously, you can go all the way up to big first aid kits that are designed for large groups or, scouting, expeditions, things like that, where you need just an absolute ton of, not that you need a ton of different things, but you need a lot of the basic things. You need, whether it's large ace bandages, compression wraps, gauze, wound irrigation, so on and so forth. Tons of band-aids, gauze pads, things like that, the stuff that you may go through a lot of. So that's on one side of the scale, is your large group kits. And on the other side of the scale, you go all the way down to your minimalistic little pocket kits. This is one that just has a pair of gloves, some ointment, allergy pills, ibuprofen, wipes, band-aids, some tape, different size gauze pads, but I can carry it in a pocket, cargo pocket, pants pocket, back pocket, toss it in the lid of a day pack, and off I go. So, you have your minimalist approach too. And then you get into some of your specialized kits, whether it is a, like a squad level kit where you're more, maybe you're your group designated first aid officer, whether it's for a scout patrol, whether it's for a more specialized group, whether it's obviously I'm the Modern Minuteman, civilian defense purposes, or if you're in the military, you may have a more robust kit for taking care of several people, whether it's trauma related or whatnot. So if you're that designated person, you have a kit that's going to be a little bit larger, that's going to have everything from trauma shears to band-aids, gauze, all different size wraps, boo-boo kits, space blankets, casualty care blankets, nasal airways, CPR masks, gauze, stuff for treating ticks and allergic reactions, incident report cards, because if you have to send somebody for help, obviously, you want to be able to write all that stuff down, and whether you keep a copy of it with the victim, with the person who's in charge of taking care of them, or you're sending it to your runners for going and getting help, something to be able to write everything down on makes a huge difference there, so that they can relay that information, so that whoever's coming in to to provide more advanced care or extended care, that's going to make a big difference there, to be able to relay that info. So you have kits that are set up like that. And then you get into more specialized kits. If you're somebody who has a concealed carry license, and you everyday carry, something like I carry this ankle trauma kit, which just has your basics of a Israeli bandage. You have a clotting sponge, tourniquet, just your pure basics there for carrying, on a leg. You have that level of care. And then you get into your level of care, which your aid, whether you are using it on somebody else, one individual, or that kit is designed to be used on you. Technically everybody in your group should keep that individual first aid kit on their person in the same spot, so that so that being in the same spot on everybody in your group, it's a known thing that, hey, I know that Jay carries his belt kit is right behind his left hip, and I know that his chest kit is carried right over his heart. That is just good info. If everybody has that same setup, there's never a worry about where's his kit at, where's his stuff. It's all there. So whether it's on a belt line like this, on a battle belt, there's your there's your IFAK, or whether it's on a chest rig, like that. You know, once again, there's your IFAK. Everything is within easy reach and is also easy to access. Whether it's one-handed, you should be able to grab it with both hands. Whether it's back here, you can reach behind you this way. You should be able to access that, that kit regardless. Even if you have gloves on or bulkier clothing, you should be able to access everything there. So just to give you an example, I'm going to open one of mine up. I copied a couple years ago the HSGI trauma insert for the mag pouches, so I've been making those. I like them a lot. So here, my designated first aid pouch. As you can tell, it's no mistake in it there. Easy to reach grab handle that just pulls the kit right out. Okay, so it's all kept together there. I just used a piece of webbing on it. Everything is glued and taped in place. Here I used, well, you guys can see that, I used elastic bands for securing most of the goods inside. Whoops. Don't want your self-stick tape to roll out like that. So in here, I have, if somebody needed to work on me or I needed to work on them, I at least have the basics to be able to start care. Whether it's a compound fracture, a bullet wound, a large laceration, you should be able to have in this specific kit just those basics for taking care of those things. So whether it's Z-fold gauze, Cytomax, clotting sponges, rolled gauze for for packing wounds, and then some sort of compression bandage, whether it is an Israeli bandage, whether it's an ACE bandage, or it's your self-stick wrap. This stuff it works great as well. Anything to be able to secure that spot there, and then chest seals as well for being able to hold everything in place. So looking even at my other one, pull that one out. Once again, this one can be inserted into here without any issues, so you can swap one from the other. Once again, you have self-stick wrap, you have a nasal airway, you have a pressure bandage, we have chest seals, we have a clotting sponge. All of that is in there for being able to take care of that immediate need until you can get them to more advanced care, or more advanced care can get to you. But another thing I like about these a lot is you pop everything out of here. Again, there's not a lot in there. It's just the basics. That's it. Your boo-boo kit for your general boo-boos. Cuts and nicks on your fingers, whatever. Arms, just those minor things. That's the kind of stuff that's going to be carried in your boo-boo pouch. Cargo pockets, chest pocket of a shirt. Things that just you're providing that quick little aid to yourself to take care of things so that they don't become a bigger issue down the road. But something that I like about this setup, copying off of that trauma insert, is the way that I made mine was the centerpiece here in the middle. I put a wire stiffener down both sides. So that way this can be used as some sort of can be used as a SAM splint if you needed it to. So you can use that with your ACE bandage or your tape or your rolled gauze for being able to secure that to whether it's a broken arm, broken wrist, broken leg. This is your built-in pseudo SAM splint for being able to take care of those things. So on this specific one here, I used larger elastic bands on it for securing things. But to be able to take that and, patch somebody's, hold somebody's arm in place that's been broken, or a broken wrist, or a broken leg, or a broken ankle, even on a broken ankle, this is nice because you can use this to be able to secure all that if you needed to, and works really, really well. So I've been making these for a while now. They're quick and easy to make at home, but that works out really good for those inserts for your IFAKs. So once again, chest seals. I have a compression bandage, clotting sponge, nasal airway. All of that just goes right inside and fits in a double AR mag pouch or a chest pouch on a chest rig, and you're no worse for wear there. Bam, bam, bam. Once again, there you go. Everything's in its kit. Everything disappears into its appropriate pouch. And then I also keep, you can see here, a set of trauma shears on the back side of that. Holds in place just through pressure, and the Velcro on the back side. On this one here, a little bit of a different setup. Same purposes, but just set up a little bit differently. But I have a pair of shears that are inside of the kit there. That works out well. You can do it any way you want to be honest with you. But that just is just the way that I've been doing it there. And once again, drop that into your pouch. Bam. Secure it. And then, of course, I keep a tourniquet on everything right next to your first aid kit. So you have that there on the chest rig. You have that there on your belt line. And you're good to go. So, anyways, that's kind of my breakdown on IFAKs. Obviously, anything to do with medical or first aid, please seek proper instruction. Whether you take a, you know, at the bare minimum, go take yourself your first aid, your Red Cross first aid CPR at a bare minimum. Please go at least take that. Get the up-to-dates on how to take care of the simple things. But then build upon that. Go take a wilderness first aid course. Learn how to deal with care out in the field, where you might be not just hours but maybe days from help. If you have them in your area, go take a TECC or a TCCC combat casualty care course. They make them for professionals. They make them for civilians. You know, look up for what might be in your area. I took one a couple years ago. It was 2018 I took one, and it was at a volunteer fire department had hosted one, and there were 9 or 10 people at it, if I remember right. So me and one of my buddies went to it, and that was a wow, that was just an awesome experience. Well worth the extended cost, but it's good to go stuff there. So you can probably hear my phone's ringing there. So anyways, that's yeah, that's all I got, gang. So please pay attention to first aid. It could save your life someday. It could save your buddy's life. Your buddy may be using it to save your life. Maybe you're going to use it to save one of your spouse's life or your kid's life. You know, right now, real popular out there are those Stop the Bleed courses. Go take a Stop the Bleed course. They teach you how to put on a compression bandage and how to secure a tourniquet. That alone could save countless lives in today's world. So, yeah, that's it. So you guys keep training, keep getting out there, and you know, keep preaching a good word. You know, everybody get involved, and all of us doing the right thing, we can make a big difference down the road. So that's it. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.